welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer. I am a online full-time reseller, and today's video I'm going to be discussing my sales for the first week of January. Now it's not your typical week, 7 days. I actually like for this year to start the very first of the year, but also for my weeks to roll over from a Sunday through a Saturday. So the sales that I'm going to discuss are from January 1st through January 9th. And I'm going to discuss what sold on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. Yes, I had one sale on Mercari, so I'll kind of just jump into that one right now. So the one item that I sold on Mercari was on the 7th, and this is a Barney's New York leather vest. Barney's New York is very nice leather. This leather was thin, it was buttery, it was really great quality. I was very surprised that it didn't sell for a lot more. When I picked it up, I planned on selling it for about $50, but I've had it for a while and I got an offer on Mercari for $25. So I did also have free shipping on it because, again, I thought it would sell for $40, $50, and I figured I would just offer the free shipping. But I had free shipping, so I had to pay $4.99 because I did choose to ship it through Mercari instead of on my own. And there was $2.50 seller fees and then $1.03 processing fees, which these are fairly new fees to Mercari. So after the fees, my net was $16.48. So that is how much I net earned on that one item, which was my total sales for Mercari during this week. On Poshmark, I had 11 sales. So not a whole lot when you think of it as being 9 days. I averaged about one sale a day, and that's extremely slow for me. I think I've been focusing a lot on eBay, so I haven't been doing a whole lot on Poshmark. However, I'm still active. My closet is being shared 3 times a day, so I'm still very surprised why it's so slow. But on the 1st, I sold a pair of J. Crew shorts. This was $7 minus shipping fees, so I'm trying to move a lot of stuff. Another item that I sold same way was a tortoise shell charm bracelet. No brand or markings or anything like that, just maybe some costume jewelry. I got this in a thread-up jewelry box. I sold that for $7 minus the shipping discount. So both of those items I only earned $1.93 on. Then I sold a pair of mini Melissa kids shoes. These I got in a thread-up box as well. They sold for $20 on best offer. My earnings was $16. On the 2nd, I sold a Steve Madden diaper purse. This diaper purse was incomplete. It did not have the full strap to it, side strap, crossbody strap. It was just kind of like the backpack style. And it had some flaws. It was a little bit dirty and things like that, but still sold for $18, and my earnings was $14.40. I sold a kitty cat graphic tee. This was just a t-shirt that I got in a men's thread-up rescue box, and it was a cat in a baby stroller and a graphic on the front of the shirt. So I made $2.93 on that because I did offer a shipping discount. On the 3rd, I had one sale. It was a Soul Cycle sports bra. It sold on best offer for $8. My earnings was $5.05. Soul Cycle is a really good brand, but I guess this sports bra just wasn't it. I'm not 100% sure why the sports bra did not do well. I've had it listed for a very long time. I thought I would get a solid $20, $25 for it, but I did not. On the 4th, I sold a pair of Brahma unisex work boots. So these had sizings for men and for women, and they were they were new in box, but these were actually given to me by a family member, so I didn't have anything invested in them. They sold for $20. My earnings was $16. The same day, I sold another pair of boots. These were Tribeca leather suede black fringe boots, and they sold for $18. My earnings was $14.40. On the 5th, I sold a pair of Lululemon leggings. Lululemon, the value is going down a little bit as far as resale goes. I think just because it's a little oversaturated, so people are starting to become more competitive with their pricing. This pair sold for $25, which I thought would sell for a little bit more, but I earned $20 on that. And then the last thing on that day was another Steve Madden leather bag. This is a new with tag bag that I purchased at Ross during a clearance event that they had. I paid $15 for this bag, brand new with tags. I thought it would sell during 4th quarter for Christmas. That was what I had in mind. It was a vegan leather material, So I only sold it for $18 and I earned $14.40. So I did lose a little bit on this bag if you think of it per item. However, those costs have already been accounted for at the time that I purchased it. So I still earned $14.40. Then the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th, I had $0 days. So 3 days in a row where I did not make a single sale on Poshmark. It was a little bit unfortunate, but it happens, I guess. So then on the 9th, the last day, I sold a Marc Jacobs Daisy tote bag. This was a new with tag bag that I got in a ThredUp in a ThredUp fun box. It's one of those rescue boxes. And it sold for $18. My earnings was $14.40. So a little bit of pattern there. You can see there's quite a bit of variety. I sold something from a men's ThredUp rescue box, the jewelry rescue box, the kids shoe rescue box, and the fun box. So ThredUp boxes, the items in there do sell for me, and I always make a profit on those boxes. Just a little side note. So my gross for those sales was $165, but after the fees, my net earned was $117.72. Now jumping into eBay, I had 39 sales. I am not going to discuss every single sale because that is just way too long of a video and that's way too much editing, and I don't know if you guys would hang in there, stay tuned that long for me to say, and the next sale, and the next sale, and the next sale. So I am going to kind of just break it up because a lot of items were kind of similar or repeat items, so I'm going to go over what I think is just good information, whether it's on a positive or a negative side. I think just information in general is always helpful. So I did sell a few textbooks. Now these were textbooks that my sisters had for a few years. They were from when she went to school. So she was just going to donate them all and ask if I want to sell them. I like textbooks because you can actually score pretty good with them sometimes, especially when they're free. However, I don't like them because they take up so much space. So I put them up for pretty dang cheap, and then I had a 50% off sale, and I included most of them in that sale. So these textbooks sold for probably $4 to $7, but I sold 3 of them at different times, so just keep that in mind. Textbooks usually do sell pretty well. Sometimes you can make a really good penny on them. It just depends on the book, so I would always just scan them on eBay and just kind of compare the comps if you're going to go out and source them. I wouldn't pay for a book that is only going to sell for $4 or $5. That's just me. I've sold a few sets of these NBA cello, so they're NBA Hoops 2019-2020 cello packs, and I've bought 2 of them together, and they have been selling for me right at that $59.99/$69.99 price. So at first I listed them for $60 and they sold very quick. Then I realized I was missing out on a little bit, so I started listing them at $7. So those were some definitely good items. I paid $10 a piece for these. I found them at Target. I also sold a vintage Lane Bryant Commonwealth plush bear. This bear was super adorable. I found this at Goodwill. I paid $2 for it. It sold for $29.99, free shipping. Most of these items I'm going to discuss on eBay, just know, are pretty much going to all be free shipping. I have maybe 6-7 items, which I'll let you know if I did charge shipping on them. But this, I was able to suction up in a Ziploc bag very well. So it was nice and kind of pre-shrunk, so I just fit it in a poly mailer bag, and it went for about $8. Another Target retail arbitrage item is a Yu-Gi-Oh bundle. These are 2 packs of these Yu-Gi-Oh legendary Blue Eyes White Dragons. These are definitely something to be on the lookout for. They are pretty rare to find, and these 2 sold for $60. The great thing about this is that they're $7 per pack, so that's definitely a really good turnaround. Coming back into some clothing, I sold a new with tag Free People dress. This is a wool blend dress. I picked this up at Buffalo Exchange Outlet it was during their half price, so it was $4, and I sold this for $37.49. A lot less than I thought it would sell for, but I still made a really good return on it, so I'm still happy about that. The trading card item to sell is a Pokemon Lugia theme deck. So these are theme decks that were put out quite a while ago, but then they had like a second stock, a little bit of research on them. This sold for $19.99. They were $10.99, but at this time I had got 10% off because I was an employee with Target, plus I have the red card, so I saved an additional 5%. So I just about doubled my money on this. Now that's another really good note, that a lot of this Target retail arbitrage that I was doing when I was working with Target, I got 10% off, but any stores that you go to, you always want to see if they have a good rewards program or cash back or something like that, because if you're going to shop there frequently, especially for inventory, you can save like 5% with a red card or get cash back so that you build up, a store credit or anything like that. It's really smart to always check if these places offer some sort of rewards or loyalty program that you can benefit off of. Another item to sell is a pair of Dansko clogs. These are the Nadine clogs. They are gray and they're open back. They sold for $22.49. I did offer free shipping on these. These accidentally got put into my half off sale, so it sold and I just went with it. I still did make some money because those I paid $4 for, and the shipping cost about $8 because again it went the cubic metric. One of my best sales of the week was NBA hoops. So again, these are trading cards, and these were the premium stock hangers. These, I lotted them up, 4 of them together, and they sold for $209.99. These are $10 a piece, so it was $40 into $210 after fees. I'm making quite a bit on these. They're very hard to find now, but if you can get your hands on them, it's definitely a very quick flip. This sold within a day or two. A FabFitFun item sold for me. I don't have very many of those items left, but this was The Beauty, which is the brand, The Beauty Crop Glow. It's a highlighter, like a little drip highlighter or body highlighter, and it was $4.49 plus $4.05 shipping. Another clothing item, this was a brand new with tag Brandon Thomas leather skirt. I've had this for a long time. I picked this up at Goodwill a while ago for about $4, and it sold for $17.49. Okay, moving on. A pair of Vans low top sneakers. These were given to me by a family member. They sold for $22.90. These actually sold within just a few days. I've had them listed on Poshmark for a while, I feel like, but I put them up on eBay, cross-listed them over, and within just a couple days they sold. Another retail arbitrage item, I got this at Ross. It was just regularly priced $2.99. This is a Marvel Avengers action figure toy. This is the Ronin character. And again, an item that I thought would sell during fourth quarter, but it finally sold for $12.49. Cost me about $4 and change to ship it. So I'm making a few dollars on it. It wasn't, like the payday that you might be thinking of, but it was what I was comfortable with because I needed items during fourth quarter that were brand new, box sealed toys, things that people would be looking for, which is the reason why I bought it. I probably wouldn't buy something like this knowing that it would sell for $12.50 during non-holiday season. Here's a fun oddball item, or not oddball really, but it's a tie, a men's necktie. I do love picking up ties and I love listing them. They're very easy to store and to ship. They don't sell for a whole lot and they're not super fast flips, but I think they're one of those items where you can have plenty of them out of the way, list a few here and there in an emergency when you don't have anything to list. Or just like to find kind of cheap enough, so even though you're not making millions on it, you're still making a profit and kind of keeping your store steady and consistent. But this is a vintage 1991 sea turtle tie. It sold for $8.99. I do have my best luck with animal related ties, so like endangered species, that's the brand. Endangered species ties usually sell pretty well for me, and those are kind of my faster flips for ties, and I can get sometimes, about $13-15 for them, just depending on how rare they are and what animal is on them. Another pair of Dansko shoes sold. This pair, I did remember to exclude it from my 50% off sale. It sold for $44.99. They are the Mary Jane's Savannah clogs. So definitely what I was looking to get on the other pair of Danskos, but sometimes you just make a mistake and you gotta go with it. Another tie that sold, this is a Vintage Museums Artifacts, so that's the brand, and that's another good brand that sells for me. or anything that's very patriotic, Declaration of Independence, USA, stuff like that that's vintage. Those usually do well. And this one sold for $7.12. A 3-lot of fishing shirts. So these were my own personal shirts. I have so many t-shirts. I'm trying to purge some of them out to just create some extra space. So I lotted these together. They were all size large, Magellan fishing related. And I listed those for $9.99 plus $7.75 shipping because I was just going to fit them all in a padded envelope. And they sold very quickly. Again, something I had listed on Poshmark, which I did get quite a few likes on quickly. But by the time I cross-listed them to eBay, they sold so fast on eBay. Poshmark didn't really have much more of a chance. Another trading card, these are 2 packs of cellos again, so that's what the style is called, but these were football prisms. So these sold for $54.99, and these actually sold internationally, so somebody did pay up a little bit for shipping on that, but again, those were $10 a piece, so a nice return for me. Another athletic piece to sell, another Lululemon, which makes me think that it's just oversaturated because this Lululemon tank top sold for $9.99 with free shipping. It took forever for this tank to sell, and I was just really glad to see it go. I mean, it only cost me like $3.50 to ship it, but Lululemon tank tops, unless they're specific styles, they're not really doing that well for me. Another pair of shoes that sold, this is the Merrell brand. These are suede flats, so kind of just casual shoes. They sold for $29.99. I picked these up for $4 at Buffalo Exchange Outlet, and these didn't take too long to sell, actually, maybe just a couple weeks. Random new with tags men's Forever 21 t-shirt. So this is just a simple color block, red, white, and blue t-shirt, but it was brand new. So for $7.49, cost me about $3.50 to ship. I forget exactly where I got this shirt from. I think I paid $1 for it at Buffalo Exchange Outlet, but I'm not 100% sure, so not much there. But sometimes when you get those new with tag items, they're just so easy, especially if they're free or you're paying pennies for them, to just kind of keep in your closet or keep in your eBay store to get that consistency. Sold a puzzle, which puzzles still seem to be big sellers for me. This is an open puzzle. It's Brilliance Master Puzzle. It was $4.99 plus the buyer paid shipping, which was $7.99. And I think that I got this at a yard sale. Most of my puzzles I get at yard sales. Every now and then I will pick them up at Goodwill. If they're $1, usually $1.09 is about what they price them. But I really don't like paying more than $1 unless it's a puzzle that I myself would like to do, and then I'll pay a little bit, and at that point the cost of goods would be considered $0 because I bought it for myself. A Cowboys visor sold. This is a vintage NFL Cowboys visor. Really nice visor. It was very clean. It sold for $10.49, free shipping. Don't remember where I got this one from. I don't know. I had a box of hats for a while, and I can't remember. It could have been mine. It could have been free from a family member. It was a little bit too clean for me to think that I picked it up at Goodwill, but I might have. So $10.49 plus free shipping is what it sold for. Another plush. This is a Disney Minnie Mouse plush. It's a pink. I forget exactly what it was called. You'll see it right here, but something to do with like winter ice or something. It was new. Still had the price tag on it. It sold for $12.50. Another plush is a Build-A-Bear My Little Pony. So Build-A-Bear usually does sell great on its own, but if you have it in collaboration with another popular brand like My Little Pony, that's even better. This sold for $12. I'm sorry, this one sold for $15, free shipping. And I have been slowly selling off my Precious Moment trinkets and ornaments. So if you've seen one of my last videos sourcing from my storage unit, I did have a box of Precious Moment items, and they are all selling for about $4 to $10. This one sold for $5 plus shipping on all of them, so the shipping cost I have is $7 to $9 on all of them, just depending on the size. What I'm doing with those is, of course, wrapping them, bubble wrap, putting them in a box, and then putting that box inside of a padded flat rate envelope, and it's working very well, and it's keeping the price down as low as possible while also having good security, because I hate sending fragile items like that first class, even though the weight of it would still be below a pound. Just to have that extra protection on it, I like to send it priority. Another NFL Prism Blaster box. This was a set or a lot of 2, and this sold for $124.99. These are $20 a piece. So after fees, everything's all said and done, a little bit more than doubling my money and profits there. The next item that sold is a new with tag Boohoo jeans. These are sequin distressed jeans. They sold for $14.99 and they were shipped out in a flat rate envelope, so cost me about $7 to ship. So after fees and everything, I'm making about $6 on these jeans. Oh, because I purchased them for $1 at Buffalo Exchange Outlet. And the last item I'm going to talk about is a pair of Timberland men's boat shoes. These sold for $18 plus $6.99 shipping. I did take a best offer on these. Now they were listed at $45 and I had them included with my 50% off sale. So with that sale, that brought it down to $22.50. Somebody sent me an $18 offer on top of that. I went ahead and accepted. I rechecked comps. Now comps, if this shoe is black or brown, are really good and they're pretty high, so I wouldn't have probably had it in my 50% off sale to begin with. But because of this color, I think it was just a little bit more of a unique color, something that not too many people were interested in. So I decided to accept because I did have the buyer paying shipping on it. I wasn't really paying anything out of my pocket for shipping. And these shoes, I paid $4 for them at Buffalo Exchange Outlet. So stuff like that maybe are a little bit of a risky buy, as long as I'm making profit back on the item, I will go ahead and reconsider and accept in certain situations. So after everything is said and done, my total gross on all of my items sold on eBay, all 39, was $1,052.08. That's great. Sounds really, really good, which I'm very happy with. However, let's go ahead and subtract fees. I have my promoted fees, which was $24.28. So those are the items that sold on a promoted listing. Then there's my shipping fees, which came out to $175.72. And you have then your regular eBay fees. So the eBay fees are $137.90. So if we take out the shipping fees, the eBay fees, the promoted listing fees, that leaves me with a grand net earn of $714.18. So let's go ahead and add all of that up. So with eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, gives me a grand net earned of $848.38 for the first week of January. Very good. I am very happy with that. Now, of course, this is not subtracting out cost of goods. I subtract my cost of goods as a total of a month. So at the end of this month, I will calculate all of my cost of goods and subtract that from my total earned, and that's when I'll get my official monthly profits. So all of these items, most of them I've purchased last month, so my cost of goods have already been accounted for. Only some of those new like sports cards and trading cards I spent money on this month, so those are going to be cost of goods calculated in this month. But other than that, that is all for this video. So I hope that you like this. I know it was still kind of long. I tried to include as many valid sales as possible, that I had something extra to say, or just, were good sales that you might want to be on the lookout for. But give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment below. Please consider subscribing if you're not already. And I will see you guys Wednesday, hopefully. I have a video planned. I just got to make sure I get it all edited because it's a little haywire. So I should see you guys Wednesday. Okay, bye.